I sold 85 items yesterday on Whatnot for my first stream to 24 different people. 85 items to 24 different people for a total of $372. I outsold eBay on Whatnot yesterday on my first day. I outsold eBay today and yesterday combined on my first day of Whatnot. So as you guys can see by the title of the video, it is your fault if you are failing at reselling. And I say this with all the love and, tenderness that I can muster up, because far too often we get stuck in a way of doing things. We get stuck in a mindset that, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep doing what I've always done because it works. Sometimes that's not the case. A lot of you know my story. A lot of you know because you've been following me over the past 3.5 years as I've had this channel up, and you've seen the progression of things that I do. You've heard me say I'll never sell on Whatnot, to then entertaining the idea of selling on Whatnot, to now having my first stream on Whatnot, and it's a game changer. Now, with that being said, I was so adamant on not doing it, and now here I am outselling what I've done in the past 2 days on Whatnot, and it's crazy, right? I had a really great day on Friday. Sold over $400 something worth of inventory. Yesterday on Whatnot, I sold $372. Yesterday on eBay, I sold $181. Today on eBay, I'm only at $87. I would be a fool to say that everything would be all good if I didn't change anything that I was doing, which I haven't changed much that I've been doing. I've made a few little tweaks and things here and there, right? But if I was to continue to only let eBay do what it's going to do, only give me what they're going to give me, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills on $300 in just, a couple of days. Now, while I have over $600, almost $700 in sales for the entire weekend, how am I going to make it on $700 in sales in the entire weekend? $372 from Whatnot pushes that over 1,000. I can only imagine if I wasn't doing the Whatnot now. So the strategy moving forward is to get some items to put on Whatnot as many days a week as I can. I'm going to go over with you guys the strategy that I have moving forward after I show you guys some of the items that sold that are going out on eBay. So let me just show you guys what I got. Total on eBay, I have 27 items going out for a total of $765. So still okay for as far as the ASP, and I think I got 2 or 3 on Poshmark as well. The ASP on eBay is still going to obviously be much higher than the ASP on Whatnot. But for me to sell, it's 24 orders with 85 items. So for me to have 24 orders going out on Whatnot, that's pretty good, especially for my first stream. So I'm going to show you guys some of these eBay items. And then, like I said, I'll go over the strategy on how I'm going to keep these Whatnot sales as many times a week as I can. Okay, guys, here's some of these orders going out right here. The first item is going to be this Champion Reverse Weave. It's going to be this Champion Reverse Weave sweatshirt. Let's see here. It sold for $1.10. So what's wrong with this item that it took 2 years to sell and only sold for a best offer of $1.10? I'm not going to be leaving items on eBay for $1.10 indefinitely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take those items off of eBay, which is what I did on my Whatnot stream the other night, and put a bunch of items on Whatnot. This Columbia fleece pullover sold to a viewer of the channel, Melanie. Thank you. This sold for $1.50. That's a women's large, and the Champion Reverse Weave is a large. This is a Levi's button up, sold for $6. That's a men's large. This is a DuQuoin State Fair t-shirt, men's large, sold while I was on Whatnot last night for $6.30. Then we have this vintage Nike shirt, mock neck with a little swoosh on the collar right there. This is a men's 2XL, and it sold for $11.20. Got this Hooters Roseville, Detroit, Michigan Hooters camp hoodie at a yard sale probably about 2 months ago, and that sold for $16.88. And I got this vintage golf sweatshirt in a Rag House box of vintage sweatshirts that sold for a best offer of $10, and that is a women's one size sweatshirt. So moving forward, You guys will notice that there's 2 boxes missing from right here. See, 2 spaces, 2 boxes missing of inventory that was not listed on Whatnot. So what I started to do is go through the inventory, check to see if items are listed or are not listed, check to see the prices that they're listed for, if they're even worthy of being put on Whatnot. And I've been transferring them to Whatnot. I sold a bunch of them yesterday, and I'm going to continue doing that moving forward, along with going to the bins as much as possible and buying items. The beautiful part about it that I like is that I don't have to list items. I don't have to take photos of items. And even on Whatnot, I don't even have to wash them. So I'll be able to crank out more items. You know, obviously I'll make less, but I'm also doing less to earn that money. So I won't have to spend time listing items on eBay. I won't have to spend time washing the items. Therefore, I don't have to pay my mom to do the laundry as part of the business. I don't have to wait on that laundry to get done. Now, does this mean that I'm going to stop listing on eBay? That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is there's potential to blow eBay out of the water with way less work on Whatnot. And then I could just put the really good items, or, you know, what I don't pass on to the viewer or to the buyer on Whatnot. I can fill my eBay store up with bangers, right? And then just have a really small quality store of really great items that sell for good money. And that way I don't have to go through the grind of listing a $12 item on eBay for no reason. It doesn't make sense to continue doing that. So I've saw the light. I understand the error of my ways. I'm on a course to correct my actions and make better decisions in my business. Why do all this on eBay if I'm not going to get the results that I'm looking for? I'm doing all the things they want me to do. I'm promoting my store, or I'm promoting my items. I'm running coupons. I'm giving great deals. I'm sending out aggressive offers, and I'm still only at $87 today. So if you choose, and I know the title of the video is going to upset some people, if you choose to let eBay do that to you and you don't take any action, it's your fault if you're failing. So I got on Poshmark. Poshmark's bringing in some little extra cash. Poshmark isn't going to cover it. So I also got on Whatnot. You have to be proactive in your business. You are in control of the changes in your choices. If you don't change the choices that you make, you'll continue to get the same results you've always gotten. You're not going to be able to get any better results doing the same thing, especially in reselling, because every year your items are going to get more and more expensive at the thrift store. The shipping is going to get more and more expensive. Storage is going to get more and more expensive. Supplies are going to continue to go up. Nothing's getting cheaper in this game. So you got to do what you got to do to survive. I'm glad that I made the switch over to Whatnot, and I'll keep you guys posted along the journey to let you guys know how it's going. And if for some reason you guys aren't joined up over there yet, check out the link down below in the description and come over there and join. Maybe you could start selling over there and really bringing some life to your eBay reselling business if it's not the only platform that you're selling on. If you're already on Whatnot, what are your thoughts, and how do you like making the shift to that platform? I've noticed a lot of people that were eBay sellers when I got into the game and I would watch content. Those people don't even sell on eBay no more. They're strictly on Whatnot. I wonder if that'll be something that I end up doing. Some Nike football pad like tights for youth. Those came from the bins. Those sold for $10 on a best offer. They're boys extra large. And we got these American Eagle jeans, men's skinny, $29.34, sold for $14.70. Got these vintage Wrangler jeans, men's $31.29. Those sold for $12.50. Got this vintage SIU hoodie with the camouflage pattern. I think I told you guys in the last video that I pick up all this SIU stuff. This is Southern Illinois University. Their team is the Salukis, but I find a lot of it because I live in the state next to it, and it's not very far from the bins either. So all that stuff goes there. So I just pick it up because I know it sells. That sold for $13.13, and I got this Oregon Coast hoodie. It's a men's large, and this sold for $12 on a best offer. Destination stuff sells okay for me. Bare bottom athletic shorts. I had never heard of these. These are stained, so they only sold for a best offer of $16.88. But yeah, be on the lookout for bare bottom. Polo Ralph Lauren pajama top, men's button-up flannel shirt. That sold for $10. Then I got these vintage Nike athletic department. These are sweatpants cut into shorts. Those sold for a best offer of $13. And then we have these Jordan men's basketball short size medium. Those sold for $15. So as I stated in a video previously, I'm all about doing volume, guys. You see that I said I sold 85 items in 24 orders on Whatnot to make $372. I'm okay with that much more than I am only selling 10 items on eBay to make 180. I would much rather make more money. It doesn't matter how many items I have to sell to get there, because at the end of the day, this business is about selling items. I'm not trying to get items and hang on to them. I want those items to move and then recoup my buy costs, take my profits, and invest that into other things. That way my money's working for me. It's not sitting in a warehouse just getting stale or not even being listed. Like I said, I had 2 boxes. How many of these items are not listed? Like, Lord only knows. So going through all this inventory and going through these processes to pull out items that'll sell on Whatnot is definitely going to change the game for the business in a lot of different ways. It's going to thin down the store to a much more manageable size, but it's also going to get some of these old style items out of here. It's also going to get the items that aren't even listed either relisted or put onto Whatnot to generate my cash, because there's items that I thought were listed that are not listed that sold on Whatnot yesterday. So, it's all in the strategy that you choose to use. You don't have to do it this way. You don't have to do it anyway. You don't have to do it any other way than what you want to do it. As long as you're getting the results that you want by doing it that way, that's truly all that matters. I do have a few more items to pull, but I'm going to go ahead and get this video cut right here and get it edited for you guys, because I got a lot of work to do. And I want to make sure that I get all these orders packed up. Learning how to do all the shipping on Whatnot, I want to have time to figure that out. So really hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you had better sales than I did over the weekend. That's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.